Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I have a very interesting topic to talk today, such as the largest star in the universe. Before I start my topic, I would like to do an objective size comparison. Let's get started from our natural satellite, the Moon, first. The size of the Earth compared to the Moon is the same as a watermelon compared to apples. Let's think about it. If Earth is the watermelon, Moon must be the apples. So 1 Earth's diameter equals to 3.5 moons. 50 moons can fit inside the Earth. Okay, let's make the comparison larger. Think about it. If the size of the Earth compared to Jupiter, as well as you guys know that Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system, also a gas giant. The diameter of Jupiter will equals to 11 Earth's diameter. I think you guys already know Jupiter has a great red spot. The great red spot of Jupiter is Jupiter's birthmark, also the cyclone on Jupiter's surface. But the cyclone on Jupiter's surface, we see it is very small if we have a look the photo of Jupiter at space. But seriously, the cyclone of Jupiter is even larger than the Earth. Doesn't matter, it is getting smaller and smaller every single year, but it can still fit an Earth and Mercury inside. The size of Jupiter is so unbelievably large. Now let's talk about it. Now let's talk about how many Earths can fit inside Jupiter. Jupiter is a large container. It can completely fit inside 1,300 Earths. How scary the size is. But if we do a simple comparison, Jupiter will be the watermelon still. Earths will become blueberries. Think about how big Jupiter is. But guys, you all need to wait patiently. The craziest size comparison will be at the end of our comparison topic. Let's make the size comparison larger again. How do you think of the size Jupiter compared to the size of the Sun? The Sun can completely fit inside 1,000 Jupiters, and the diameter of Sun will be the same as 10 Jupiters is the diameter of the Sun. The same as a watermelon compared to a cherry tomatoes. Okay guys, let's make the size comparison larger again. But this time, the size comparison will not be easy as watermelon compared to blueberries and cherry tomatoes. This time, we will be going to use the Sun compared to a terrifying star in the universe, the largest star ever, called UY Scuti, the star we were going to talk about today. Have a think about it. 1 UY Scuti compared to Sun, it will be the same as only a piece of sand from the beach compared to us. How scary it is. UY Scuti is a red supergiant. I think you guys already know what is supergiant, red supergiant means. Red supergiant is the second phase of star, also called old stars, for massive star. UY Scuti is definitely a massive star, so it must be red supergiant. But for average stars, the second phase also means old stars, should be red giants. But red giants and red supergiants are very similar, but it is for different kind of stars, guys. Hope you guys already know this. UY Scuti is a red supergiant star from a constellation called Scutum. UY Scuti is 1,700 times larger than our Sun. Scutum is a constellation, contains about 90 stars, and it is located about 5,000 light years away from the Earth. The size of UY Scuti is very unbelievable large. If you replace Sun to UY Scuti, also means you let UY Scuti become our own star. UY Scuti can swallow all of the planets in the solar system, but except my favorite planet Neptune. So when UY Scuti become our star, let's have a look at the solar system. Poor Neptune will be the only planet. How poor Neptune is. But listen up, guys. When UY Scuti becomes the star of Neptune, Neptune will definitely not be a beautiful blue planet. You will definitely not covered by ice core, blue gas everywhere. It will be the same as the Earth, but even smaller than the Earth. Also means only a core left, like the smallest planet in the solar system, which is called Mercury. If you let the fastest planet in the world, if you let the fastest plane in the world to fly around the Earth, you will spend around 18 hours and 30 minutes, so it's not in a day yet. But how do you think about if you let the fastest plane to fly around the largest star UY Scuti? You will take like 585 years, 85 days, 9 hours, 50 minutes, and 24 seconds. It's scary, isn't it? But I talked to you guys about how big UY Scuti is and how long does the fastest plane to fly around UY Scuti. But how do you think about the temperature? A lot of guys tell me that UY Scuti is the hottest star in the universe. Why? They said UY Scuti is the largest star, but that statement is very, very wrong because I already told you guys, red supergiant stars are the star phase when the supergiant, like blue supergiant, was red, like white supergiant, cooled down. The temperature shouldn't be very hot, it should be very cold. But UY Scuti is way colder than the Sun. The gravity of UY Scuti is weaker than the Sun as well. UY Scuti was discovered in 1860 by a German astronomer, also named it BD 125055, before astronomers named it UY Scuti. UY Scuti isn't very interesting just because it is the largest star in the whole universe. Also because every stars in the universe, no matter what galaxy they are located, they at least orbit millions of years to the center of their galaxies. But can you believe UY Scuti only uses 740 days to rotate at the center of Milky Way galaxy? Well, I can tell you what's happened with it. Why the orbital period of UY Scuti is that close? It is only because, let's have a look at the Sun. The image of the Sun at Milky Way galaxy is pretty close to the edges of Milky Way galaxy. But UY Scuti is extremely close to the center of the Milky Way galaxy. So UY Scuti only needs 740 days. But think about the number 740 days in here. The orbital period of US Scooty is shorter than any Jovian planets in the solar system, but slightly longer than the terrestrial planets in the solar system. But 740 days in here is very different compared to any planets in the solar system rotate the sun. Takes 740 days. It is completely equals to the 88 days that Mercury rotates around the sun. Even shorter. This is because stars rotate around the center of Milky Way galaxy. It's a very, very huge distance and very large. So 740 days is very tiny, just like how natural satellites rotate around the planets. But how do you think about the rotational period of it? Only 7 hours, even shorter than any planets in the solar system. It's a word, guys, isn't it? Okay, guys, hope you like my YouTube channel. If you like my YouTube channel, please share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bye. Have a nice day.